We're live, day 3, Heavy Metal Cleanse Challenge. Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse Challenge. This is an incredible time, you guys. We're talking about the brain short-circuiting. Bzz, bzz, bzz. I'm confused. Bzz. I can't focus. I can't concentrate. Bzz. Got a migraine coming on. Bzz. What did you say? Huh? You didn't hear me? Wait, what? Huh? No, I'm nervous. Bzz. I got anxiety happening right now. Anxiety. Bzz. Oh my God, I'm so depressed. I'm so depressed. Bzz. I'm manic. Bzz. I'm neurotic. Neurosis. Bzz. I'm psychotic. Bzz. Don't feel good. Bzz. My God, my OCD is driving me crazy. That's what happens. Right there. Different levels, different examples. That's what happens. Yeah. We short circuit our brain short circuits. That's what goes on. You guys, before we move on, cleanse to heal. Do you have it? Anybody? Is there anybody out there? Cleanse to heal. Check it out. Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse is here. I got to let everybody know. It's in here. The details is critical. The information's here. 75 recipes, over 200 symptoms and conditions. The story of how to heal. Your story is in here. The information's here. You guys, check it out. Amazon.com US, 51% off. It's $16.99. Costs more to print it. It's an incredible deal right now. So get at the bookstores too. Get at the library. Wherever. Just get it. Get it. All right? Talking about the brain, short-circuiting. Because that's what happens to everybody. Metals live inside your head. They live inside your head. That's what they do. They take up residence inside your brain. That's what the metals do. Peace Journey from Rhode Island. Hey, good to see you. Limbaum Love. By the way, Limbaum Love, you're right. Darlene, your YouTube live was very mind-blowing. Hey, you're here too. Thank you, Darlene. Awesome. We got some cool stuff to talk about. If you guys just got on here, be prepared. Take some notes. Aurora's Morning, good to see you. Take some notes because we're talking about what's happening inside your head, okay? Metalheads, exactly see it here. So what happens is that every day, somebody that you talk to, anybody, is affected by toxic heavy metals inside their brain, one way or another, inside their head, okay? Everybody does. Eating disorders, toxic heavy metals. They don't always cause every eating disorder, but they cause most eating disorders, and they cause the bad ones, lots of the bad ones. Anorexia, bulimia, right? If it's not an emotional abuse situation, and it comes out of nowhere, and you have that severe eating disorder, it's toxic heavy metals inside the brain. Toxic heavy metals short-circuit the wiring in here. And toxic heavy metals are interdispersed all through the brain in different ways. Lead, aluminum, copper, arsenic, mercury, right? And they're inside our brain. That's what happens. We get migraines from the metals inside our brain. We get all kinds of other issues, focus and concentration, brain fog, ADHD, autism, memory loss, all of it. Wild Lizzie Flower says, healing from crippling anxiety thanks to medical medium protocols. Proud of you, Wild Lizzie Flower. Amazing. OCD, Tourette's. Okay, another thing too. Lifestyle by Beta healed OCD for my child thanks to CJ and Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie. Incredible. It gets the metals out. And because the metals are just being dumped on us every day. Right now, I talked about the mosquito spray, you guys. Oh my God. They're mosquito spraying everybody. 99% of all people don't know it's being dumped on them every day right now. But it is. And I talked about how. So the chemical companies that create mosquito spray work deals with all the governments on the planet. Okay? And then everybody's tax dollars pay for it. And they pay for mosquito spray to be dumped on us to slowly exterminate us. That's how it is. Because they aren't exterminating mosquitoes because the mosquitoes are always there, every year, all the time. They spray, they spray, they spray. Mosquitoes are always there because mosquito spray doesn't kill mosquitoes. It's there to kill people, slowly kill them. And no one's wise to it, okay? And it's loaded with toxic heavy metals. So if mosquito spray has mercury in it, and they dump that mercury on you every day right now. Every village, every town, every city, that's how it's done, okay? And we just breathe it in every year, breathe it in every year. It's me, Lisa Marie, healed years of depression, anxiety with medical medium protocol. Incredible. Rise with Melt says, I had anxiety and anxiousness my whole life, and I wasn't even aware of it until I healed doing medical medium, heavy metal detox, Smoothie, incredible. So proud of you guys. So talking about short circuiting, we're talking about metals, where we get metals, and what's happening there. So it's all important information. So I'll give you a couple of tidbits right off the run. And we're going to do the lemon water, the celery juice. We're going to do the heavy metal detox smoothie. We're going to do that too. Cover some different things. Peace Love Warrior says, my whole family is listening today. Whoa, cool. I better step it up. I better make sure. Can I do a dance? I better step it up. I'm honoring your whole family's there. Now I'm actually nervous. I'm actually nervous. I'm glad your whole family's there because I don't want to disappoint. So what happens is that metal deposits, they can land anywhere inside the brain or the brain stem, okay? So that's very important. They could be in the frontal lobe. They can be on the left hemisphere, right hemisphere. When we're born and when we're developing, right, inside the womb, this midline hemisphere right here is an open channel. And that's where a lot of metals settle right there. Medical treatments when we're younger, right? Ones that we're forced to do to go to school, all kinds of different things. All the metal gets built up in the midline hemisphere, different places around the brain too. And then we pass on toxic heavy metals to our children through utero, sperm and egg, right? And we pass on toxic heavy metals that way. And then we pick up toxic heavy metals through pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, perfumes, colognes, air fresheners, scented candles, loaded with toxic heavy metals. Important to know. It's all toxic heavy metals. Peace Journey says, healed hypothyroidism, thanks to you and Thyroid Healing. Incredible book, Thyroid Healing. I'm honored. I'm glad you're here. Really important. Good to know. So the brain gets loaded with toxic heavy metals, and toxic heavy metals you can't see. You can't see them. You can't see the toxic heavy metals. No. That's why they're so elusive, right? And all the neuroscience, all the geniuses talking about neuroscience, all the geniuses talking about, right, the brain and neural pathways and neuroscience, don't know jack about the toxic heavy metals inside our brain. They don't know that those metals speak for us. Those metals push us into decisions. Those metals cause us to get triggered easy. Metals cause us to get triggered easy. It's not your fault if you're triggered easy. It's not your fault if you're emotional. It's not your fault, right? It's not your fault if you feel like you're just all over the place. It's not your fault if you have brain fog. It's not your fault if you're nervous. It's not your fault if you have a lack of confidence. It's not your fault if you have anxiety or depression or depersonalization. It's not your fault. It's metals and metals by the industry. And all our geniuses in alternative conventional medicine, what their neuroscience talk, they don't even go there. And if they start going there, they picked it up from 35 years of medical medium information and publications of the books with the metals, with the metal information in there. Okay? And if they do go there, it's only because we've talked about it so much, and so many people are doing the heavy metal detox so much now that they got no choice. So the geniuses might have to start talking about it soon. But all these years, they stay away from it. They don't know. They have no idea. And that's what's happening. We have metals taking up resonance inside our brains. Metals taking up space rent-free inside your brain and brainstem. And that metal does the ADHD, does the autism, depersonalization, the brain fog, focus and concentration, the tics, the spasms, the Tourette's, the OCD, and even more. That's what the metals do. That's what the metals do. And then, you're to blame. It's your fault you're bipolar. That's just who you are. It's your fault. It's your fault you got the ADHD. It's your fault you got depersonalization. It's your fault you got, focus problems and brain fog. It's your genes. Yeah. It won't go to metals because metals are in all pharmaceuticals, just so you know. If you get kicked off IG, because I see a ton of you guys being kicked off. If you get kicked off IG, just go to TikTok, right? Metals are in pharmaceuticals, right? They're in pharmaceuticals. So metals are in pharmaceuticals. They're in everything. Cold medicine, thyroid medication, antidepressants, anti-inflammatories, cold medication, like I said before. They're in all of it, right? Metals are in everything. And then we're taught to ingest metals in every way possible. We breathe them in. Colognes, perfumes. Guess what the ingredients of perfume is? Guess what the ingredients of perfume is? It's perfume. Isn't that interesting? The ingredient list to perfume is perfume. I'm scratching my head on that one, right? Guess what the ingredient list of fragrance is? Fragrance. The ingredient list of fragrance is fragrance. The ingredient list of perfume is perfume. The ingredient list of cologne is cologne. What's in there? Cologne. You know what's in there? Pesticides. Pesticides. Not a residue of pesticide. Pesticides. If you're somebody that's ever lived near a conventional farm that does spraying and the wind's going the right direction, you will smell perfume and cologne, just so you know. That's what's in perfumes and cologne. I know I'm not making friends with the perfume industry. Once again, not making friends. They don't put the list of bad chemical agents in here. But if they did put the list of chemical agents in air fresheners, scented candles, and perfumes and colognes, it would be 0147588 dash patented, right? Neurotoxic chemical made for killing insects and whatnot. But hey, I gotta spray a little more on me. A little more, spray a little more. Let me go. And we breathe it in, it goes right to the brain. Right to the brain. That's where it goes. Same thing with scented candles. Scented candles, right? How many people? And people get sick, they're sensitive, they don't even know they're getting sick from it. They don't even know they're getting sick from it. It's like, honey, I got another bad headache. Just light a scented candle, another scented candle. Like nobody even knows, right? The scented candles. Okay? Geneva said, that makes sense. Why I can't stand perfume. It makes my nose burn being around people who wear a lot of it. Absolutely. It's really sad how bad it really is, all of it, right? And then when you get really sick, you really can't handle it. You become that canary where, oh my God, you smell a little bit of it, just knocks you down, right? When you're strong and you're not there yet, you just take in lots of chemical, lots of that perfume, lots of that cologne. You take it in until you're seeing your neurologist, right? And now you're 35 years old. You don't know it, but you're doused with all that perfume, all that cologne, and you're seeing your third neurologist. And your brain is so filled with metal, and you're just, no one's going to tell you. No one's going to tell you. Because you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know. My office went fragrance-free yesterday. Hallelujah. Amen. That's incredible. You're not supposed, that's on TikTok, you're not supposed to know how you're being poisoned, how you're being exterminated, how you're being, led to be a sheep or cattle. You're not supposed to know, that you're part of the herd. You're a herd being led. Into all of that. That's what they do. They lead a herd of people into doom. That's how they do it. They slowly do it. They poison us. They pharmaceutical us. They drop mosquito spray out of the sky. They drop chemtrails on us every day, right? Who's stopping them? No one's stopping them. Do you think anybody's saying, hey, there's about 4 million planes in the sky dropping chemtrails on us? Wouldn't you think someone's going to have to say something and stop it? No. What about the mosquito spray? Nope, part of the herd. Just, oh, there's a plane. Honey, there's another helicopter and it's 10 o'clock at night. Oh no, they're just doing their little rounds. Let's spray more mosquito spray on everybody at the campfire. Yep, and that's what they do. That's the whole point. And then when we get sick, it's your genes. And then all their research and science and their money involved goes into genetics. That's all it goes into. You think they'd put all that money to find out who the hell's spraying all that chemical out of all the planes and all the chemtrails and everything? You think they'd put money into that? Olga says, I've worked as fragrance vendor for 10 years, and let me tell you, it's pure poison. So, here we go, right? Okay, so the bottom line is, we're just paddle, and we're just going in for the slaughter. No one's stopping anything. You think all the governments in the world would go, don't you think it's about time we stop the chemtrails and stop poisoning even our own families? Don't you think it's time we stop the mosquito spray? Because mosquitoes never went away. They are always here even after they spray. Don't you think we should stop killing everybody? Hey, don't you think we should stop putting toxic heavy metals in pharmaceuticals? Shouldn't we stop it? No, because you know why? There's obviously a real goal going on, and the goal is to exterminate people and exterminate the herd, right? Just exterminate the herd. There's a real mission out there. Sorry, but it's true. Because you know it's true. That's why would they be doing it? Make money on making people sicker. That's the way. That's the way. This is the way. Anyway, right? I don't know if you guys are into Mandalorian. This is the way. Okay, you guys. Let's talk about the brain a little bit. Let's just make some lemon water. Let's do that for a second. Can we do that? You guys okay? We do lemon water, right? I don't mean to doom and gloom you guys, but everybody's talking about being woke. But I call BS because everybody keeps on saying they're woke. It doesn't sound like they're too woke to me because they don't really know anything that's going on. And everybody in alternative medicine is trying to shove a coffee enema up each person thinking that's good for you when it's horrible for you and it burns out your vagus nerve. So they ain't woke. Everybody in alternative medicine is trying to shove a tube up everybody's behind to run coffee up there to literally destroy their intestinal tract lining, liver, and vagus nerve and put a psychoactive drug up their behind. You tell me that's woke? Because that practitioner's not woke. That alternative medicine person's not woke. And then what about everybody else that's claiming they're woke, right? They're woke. Well, let's be woke about what everybody's trying to do to exterminate everybody 24/7. How about that? And let's get woke about the metals inside our heads and the metals inside our bodies and how everybody's being trashed. Like, let's get woke about that. But everybody's pretending to be woke. But shit, everybody looks like they're sleeping. They're sleeping. And we'll blame it on your genes. Let's do another $200,000, another $5 million, another $50 million to genetic research. Let's do another billion because that's what they do. Another $1 billion into genetic research. Real smart. You got a baby in mom's hand, mommy's arms, and you're in the emergency room because your baby's got the worst case of eczema, skin's bleeding, and they don't even do 1 ounce of science and research to that because they don't care about the baby. Of course not. They just want to make sure it's your genes so they can just take advantage of you. And be careful when you send all your genetic material. I want to see I want to see where I am. I want to look into my early beginnings of my family's history. Let me do a DNA test. Let me put my DNA. Let me take a Q-tip and put my DNA out of my mouth. I'll send it here to that place. Gotta watch out with that. Another thing too, you know? And then they blame you for your baby's problems. How about that? You got a sick kid, you better believe social services be knocking on that door and be like, you get out here, and your husband has to go out there and fend them off and say, our child's really sick. And you got to leave us alone because we've been to the doctor over and over again. You know, it's like everything is just rigged. It's just rigged. So it's mommy's fault that the baby's sick, right? Whether genes or maybe mommy and daddy aren't caring for their baby properly. Or maybe it's your thoughts. Maybe you manifested it. You guys are sick because you manifested. It's not the metals in your brain. You guys manifest it all. You manifested your mental problems, emotional problems. You're triggered because you're manifesting it. You guys are faulty units. You're faulty people, you know. You manifested it all. How about that? The alternative movement's really smart there. You guys manifested it. Real smart. I love hearing that one. I'm just trying to manifest myself out of this migraine. I'm trying to manifest out of my depression. You know what? It's my thoughts. I'm killing myself with my thoughts. It's got to be my problem. Yeah, man. It's you. You're manifesting it. You're not doing anything right with your positive thinking. It's you're bringing this on yourself. It's your problem. You're creating it. Real smart. Manifest this. We got metals inside the brain. They short circuit is what happens. And I showed you guys the other day, right? I showed you guys, okay? That's a neuron, even though it looks like, you may think it's a pencil, but that's a neuron. Metals cling to the neuron. All the billions and billions of neurons you got inside your brain, metal clings to them. And then when that electrical impulse starts running down that neuron, it runs into that piece of metal. It runs into that piece of metal. And when it runs into that piece of metal, that's where that nervousness, that anxiety, that panic happens. That's when that depression occurs. That's where that sadness occurs. That's where the depersonalization occurs. That's where the focus and concentration occurs. That's where the brain fog occurs. That's where the bipolar occurs. So metal. And then metal collects metal. Collects metal, collects metal. Did you guys know that? Metal, more metal collects to metal. Let me breathe in more of that perfume and cologne. All of a sudden, you're getting more metal on that neuron. Let me breathe in more of that cologne perfume. Perfume, so good. So good. And you get more metal on that neuron, right? And now you're really screwed because now we got some bad OCD coming, bad depression, bad anxiety, bad depersonalization, brain fog, got all kinds of problems happening. And that's what we got going on. That's what we have going on. And then your thought tries to travel on that neuron. Your thought. Well, I'm thinking a thought right now, and now that thought's all screwed up. But I thought it was because I'm a messed up person that I'm thinking bad thoughts. So I'm thinking bad thoughts now, and obviously I'm just a screwed up person because I'm thinking bad thoughts. So my thoughts, I'm not thinking good thoughts. I'm thinking bad thoughts right now, and I'm having trouble keeping my brain together, and I'm thinking bad thoughts. Does that mean I'm a bad person? No, it's happening. You got information coming down the wire, coming down that neuron. That information is electricity. That's your electrical impulse. It's coming down, and it hits the metal on your neuron. And when it hits the metal on your neuron, boom! Your thoughts go haywire. Thoughts go haywire. Electrical short, electrical short, electrical short. Big time, man. Electrical short. Your neurons get dirty. They get saturated with all kinds of junk. Electrical short. And then you can feel it. You feel it down here sometimes, right? God, I'm just nervous. I don't know. I'm feeling funny in my tummy. I got anxiety. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of feeling funny down here. My chest is tight. My chest is tight. My chest, I don't know what it is. I got some bad thoughts, and now my thoughts are even repetitive. I can't focus. I can't do anything today. I can't do anything today. Everything's too stressful. I'm sweating when I end up talking to someone and I'm sweating and, right? Toxic heavy metals are the great breaker-upper in relationships. Toxic heavy metals are the great breaker-upper in relationships. Toxic heavy metals, Sarah Bear Flair, you're awesome. Toxic heavy metals are the great breaker-upper. How many relationships go down the drain because of all kinds of confusion because of toxic heavy metals? Misinformation, meaning like misconstrued information coming back and forth, inability to communicate back and forth, right? All kinds of issues. Depersonalization, depression. How many cases of depression broke up a relationship? I want to know. Well, guess what? I've been helping people. I used to help people one-on-one for 35 years, thousands and thousands of people. So this is why I've stopped sweating since the toxic metals. Yes, it is. It's good to know what's happening here. So what happens is, adrenals too, what happens is that when you're healing your adrenals, toxic heavy metals kill adrenals. They make adrenals run and you sweat more. Toxic heavy metals force adrenals to run. When you get rid of the metals, the adrenals can actually start to heal. How many relationships get screwed up because depression starts occurring? I'm just so depressed. I'm so depressed. I can't keep up with this relationship. It's not that I don't love you anymore. It's just my depression is really taking me down. How many relationships break up because of anxiety? I can't handle my girlfriend's anxiety anymore. It's so out of control. I can't. I didn't sign up for this. How many relationships break up because of bipolar? My God, I got like PTSD. My boyfriend's up, he's down. My boyfriend's one way, he's another. My boyfriend's, that's the boyfriend. That's Heckle. That's Heckle, my boyfriend. No, that's Jekyll. No, wait, that's Mr. Hyde. That's what it is. That's Jekyll. That's Mr. Hyde. Heckle and Jekyll's the two birds. No, that's Mr. Hyde. No, that's Jekyll. Oh my God, I can't handle my boyfriend anymore. He's all over the place. He's up and down. My boyfriend's bipolar. Yep, but my boyfriend's parents think I'm the problem. My boyfriend's parents think I'm the problem, but my boyfriend is up and down and all over the place. He's either Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. How many relationships go down the drain because of this? Metals also create addictions. Get this, you guys. Get this, right? Check this out. Metals create addictions. Addictions to drugs, addictions to alcohol, addictions to caffeine. Did you know that? People have to caffeine themselves because they got metals. Metals are why they're caffeining themselves to death. Metals are why they're eating all their chocolate. They're eating all their chocolate drinks, and they're eating all their coffee. One of the reasons why is because of metals. So they're addicted. Their addictions are heavy. Drugs and caffeine and psychoactive things and drugs and stuff. And alcohol. Chasing Melon says, so sad how many relationships get ruined by this. Yes, see it all around me. Absolutely. Because of metals. But nobody's saying, we got to heal metals. I've healed my alcoholism with your information. Kimberly, A90, awesome. How many relationships are just down the drain because of all those metals? So he says, my nails are very strong like never before. My health is 100% better since MM in my life appears 13 months anniversary with him. And you didn't need a hair, skin, nails BS product that's filled with garbage and junk. You needed to do it the right way. You don't need a fake collagen product. Medical Medium information is just beats that stuff, the fake collagen stuff. MM info is about building collagen with the things that build collagen, right? All the tools, not taking collagen. God, taking collagen doesn't do anything. Another way people get scammed. I mean, you guys, you'll learn about all the scams here at Medical Medium. You'll learn about all the scams and the cults out there because it's collagen cults and just all these different cults out there, and the scams are so bad. And you'll learn about them. It's important because you got to protect yourself. Because that's how you heal. You heal when you're able to protect yourself too. And it's not just the right information, it's also learning how to protect yourself. It's critical. And it's critical for helping you to heal. Yeah, metals raise cortisol in the body. Metals stress out the adrenals. That's how it's done. So relationships struggle because of bipolar, because of depersonalization, because of, I had to leave my boyfriend. He was so checked out. My boyfriend was so checked out. And then the addictions too. That breaks up the relationships as well. And the addictions are all part of the metals. We're day 3 of the Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse Challenge. I'm good to have you guys here. We're talking about metal running down your neuron. Not metal? No, electrical impulses running down your neuron and running into metal. And then when that explodes, you lose your neurotransmitters really quick too. Good information. It's all powerful. It's all so you guys can heal. So let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about the cleanse a little bit. I know you guys know the cleanse. I know that. If there's anybody new here, by the way, let your friends know to stay away from copper products, copper thermoses, copper mugs. That is a way to get real sick down the road. It's a guarantee the worst eczema and psoriasis you ever had in your life. You keep on playing around with copper stuff. Keep that in mind, right? Those trends will get you every time. All right, lemon water. Cut a lemon, right? 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water on an empty stomach in the morning. Hydration, deep hydration. Don't do it in hot water. Daria says, is it okay to feel worse a bit when you are starting to cleanse, starting to clean? Absolutely. If you're really toxic, you could always lower dosages of everything. If you're really toxic. If you're really toxic with a lot of metals, if you're really toxic with not just metals, but you're really toxic with viral debris and metals, all of it, you're just sensitive, you can always start a little bit less, 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water. First thing in the morning, we got it going on, right? Yep. So let's go a little bit further here, okay? And then another thing too, you got to look out. A lot of people are coming down with, obviously, the plague, and they're coming down with the flu, right? So a lot of people are coming down with the bugs right now, including stomach bugs, all of it right now, okay? So keep that in mind. Anytime that you're doing things, it could be right around the time where you also could be coming down with a little something. I've seen that happen on and off all the time out there. Another thing too, people pass around a lot of streptococcus. That's something to be concerned about. People are, passing along strep with, being in relationships. A lot of that happens. A lot of people have been in lockdown for a year. They escaped lockdown this summer, and then everybody's spreading herpes simplex 1. They're spreading shingles. They're spreading EBV. They're spreading herpes simplex 2. Everybody went bananas over the summer from what I was hearing from a doctor friend of mine that deals with simplexes and stuff like that in his office, and said that he's never seen such an explosion of simplex 1 cases and simplex 2 cases. He's never seen an explosion ever like this, and he contributes it to everybody being in lockdown and being trapped at home and being in masks. And then when they were able to rip off their masks and they were able to travel and do things, that just people were all like running into people and running in whatever, and then that's what happened there. So he said he's never seen anything like it before. So a tremendous amount of herpes cold sores on the mouth he's seeing in his offices, and he's hearing the same story. Well, I was home for so long, and then I met somebody online. I finally got to see them, and I was dating for a while, and he said it's the same story. It's like everybody was all trapped in their house, and then they all got out, and then everybody started spreading simplex 1. So yeah. So that's happening too, Okay, let's get going on this. We're doing the lemon water, 16 to 32 ounces on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning. We got that. You're flushing the liver. You're hydrating deep. You're flushing toxins. You've got to hydrate because you can't get metals out if you're not hydrated, and that's important to know. Get rid of this lemon right there, okay? All this matters, right? And then you're doing your celery juice. Run a little bit of celery through here real quick. Do that. So, celery juice, you don't want to add anything to it. I tell you guys all the time. No adding lemon. Don't do that. no adding water, no adding ice. You destroy its ability to be an herbal tonic. This is herbal medicine you're dealing with. Celery is not a vegetable. Yep, you can do lime as well. I saw that question on IG. Celery is not a vegetable. The one mistake out of a lot of other mistakes that a lot of the naysayers did when they were attacking celery juice, and still do, and attacking the medical medium and celery juice, the whole bit, one of the biggest mistakes they made is they kept on calling celery a vegetable. All these nutritionists, medical medium's wrong, celery juice doesn't help anybody, there's no science behind it. It's just a vegetable. No, it's an herb. So already, it's like it's an herb. A lot good your nutritionist school did because it's an herb. Same thing with dietitians. Medical medium's wrong about celery juice because science didn't bless it. Science didn't baptize it. Cult science didn't allow celery juice to be something that is a good thing, even though everybody's healing around the world drinking it. But then the registered dietitian will go, it's just a vegetable you can eat if you like. Wrong, it's not a vegetable again, it's an herb. And I feel bad for your clients because you're going to tell them to not drink it and steal their one chance from healing. Give them another 5 years walking around like a zombie sick, doing coffee enemas and other horrible things. Celery juice is critical for getting metals out because it helps to loosen them and dislodge them. Yep, it's really important. Protein robot. So you guys, I'm juicing a little bit of celery right now. It's part of the Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse. Good that you guys are here. This is day 3 of the Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse Challenge. If you don't have the book, you might want to get it. It's 51% off. Amazon.com US. Okay? And Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse is in here. So pick up the book when you can. Get it free at the library, but the details matter. You get it free at the library if you want to. Get it at the bookstore, wherever, but the details matter. You won't be disappointed. Such a critical book to have. On page 179, the cleanse is on there. Is it okay during pregnancy? I was just telling a pregnant friend that it's okay to do the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie while pregnant to stop babies from getting metals. Babies in the womb. But ask your doctor if it's okay for you. Okay? I told my friend, my pregnant friend, it's perfectly fine. But you should ask your doctor if it's right for you. So we're doing some more celery here. You guys, I see some LMAOs, or what is it, LMAO? We're just doing some celery. We got it down. Boom. Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie saved my life. Food with Purpose said that. Thank you for being here, truly. So we're doing some celery juice right now. It's part of the Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse. We've covered different things of what metals do in the brain and stuff like that. We're going to cover a little bit more. Okay, you guys? Let's get some celery juice cooking here. We don't want to cook it, though. Right? This one seems to be like, it's pulling on me a little bit. It's just annoying. Alright, there we go. Seem to be a little sloppy on that one. You don't want to be sloppy on your celery juice. You want to get every drop, and for some reason, I lost some drops. That's what happens when you're rushing. You're in a rush and you're just trying to get it done. There you go, right? You got your celery juice. All right, heavy metal detox, smoothies next. Let's start getting into that a little bit, all right, you guys? That's important. First things first, right? Some frozen wild blueberries if you got them, okay? Frozen wild blueberries if you got some. That's 2 cups frozen wild blueberries I'm putting in there. Put that in there. The wild blueberry is critical for getting metals out. The wild blueberries get to the brain. They got phytochemical compounds along with the antioxidants that are undiscovered by research and science. The wild blueberry is one of the most powerful weapons to stop toxic heavy metals from oxidizing. Your metals rust. They rot inside the brain. That's what makes it worse. What's worse is that we accelerate the rusting of the metals inside our brain. That's what makes it worse right there. So all these toxic heavy metals in everybody's brain, okay, start to rust. So let me talk about what causes that really quick. Let me grab something, okay? Grab something real quick here. Now, there's nothing I can do to stop you guys from eating fat. I really believe there's not a lot I can do to stop you guys from eating fats. You guys have been trained and brainwashed to fat yourselves to death. And this is just a fact. I can't change that fact, right? But that's the fact. We're taught to eat fat all day long. Nut butters, peanut butters, almond, coconut oil. You know, we're taught to just eat lots of fat all day long. Almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, tahini, olive oil, chicken, meat, fish, avocado. We're taught to eat lots of fat, right? But what people don't realize is that all that fat is called fatty acids, right? It oxidizes metal. So fats make metal rust and oxidize. I'm not saying you can't have some healthy fats. If you're not sick, if you're not really sick, right, and you want a handful of walnuts or something, or you want some avocado, or you're an animal protein person and you want a little bit of animal protein, I'm not saying you can't have that. That's not it at all. But what's happening is that we got a lot of metals in our brain, and everybody's getting fat shoved in their face to eat. And not only have we been eating them anyway, all these decades and decades and decades, but we're being taught to eat more of it and more of it and more of it and just keep on eating it. And what it does, it accelerates the rusting of the metals inside the brain. They oxidize. When they oxidize, it accelerates your disease. Fats make brain diseases worse. So all those geniuses out there that are like, fat's good for the brain, you need fat for the brain, don't understand. They're just telling you you're going to shorten your life. They're teaching you how to shorten your life. That's how it's done, the alternative movement. They teach you everything to shorten your life because they don't know. Aurora's Morning said glucose is what the brain runs on, not fats. Exactly. The brain runs on glucose. Understand this. If you take glucose away from the brain, in under 5 seconds, if your brain's not getting enough glucose, in 5 seconds it starts to die. Your brain starts to die in under 5 seconds if you don't get glucose to it. 10 seconds, it's dying. If your brain doesn't get glucose within 10 seconds, it starts to not just die, it's in the dying process. Okay? All right? And you're never fat-free entirely. There's fat in everything. There's traces of omegas in celery. There's traces of omega in cilantro. Wild blueberries have traces of omega. There's traces of omega in banana. There's omega in mangoes. There's omega in every fruit and vegetable. There's fats in every single fruit and vegetable. There's fats in every single fruit and vegetable. Really important to know. Okay? I just saw a question, where does the brain start to die? Every aspect of it. Every aspect of the brain starts to die. Every part of the brain starts to die without glucose. If glucose is cut off from the brain, in under 5 seconds, the brain starts to die. That's what happens. If fat is cut off from the brain starts to heal. Your brain is made out of hardened glycogen. It's not made out of all this fat. It's made out of hardened glycogen and brain tissue, cell structures with the skeleton of the brain itself is hardened glycogen, right? So your brain, it thrives when you take fat away. All of a sudden, brain fog starts to lift a little bit because you're able to detox poisons and metals and poison byproduct out of the brain. Your brain heals when you take fats out. How many multiple sclerosis cases got better that I've worked with over the last 35 years? How many ALS cases? How many problems people had with their nervous system healed by taking fat out of their diet, right? Because the fats were accelerating their neurological disease. This is your central nervous system. Fats accelerate neurological disease. Yes, MCT oil, same thing. Fats, same thing. MCT oil. Don't get fooled by that one. Same thing. That's how you accelerate a brain disease. Fish oil accelerates a brain disease. Fats of all kinds accelerate brain disease. I know it's hard for anybody to digest. I know this information is too advanced for a lot of people. It's not too advanced for the medical medium community. They know. But it's too advanced for a lot of new people. It's too advanced. Yeah? Exactly. Someone said gained weight following medical medium. I doubt it. They weren't following medical medium. Were you doing chocolate? Were you doing apple cider vinegar? Were you doing nutritional yeast? How much chocolate have you had? That's not medical medium. What else were you doing? How much caffeine were you doing? Were you doing coffee? How about that? Right? What else were you doing? How many fats were you eating? All these things. Okay? So the whole point is the brain starts to rust because it's filled with metal. That's what's wrong with everybody. That's a big part of it, not just viruses, it's metals, and we got them saturated in the brain. And so what happens is that all that fat in the diet every day just starts to rust out that metal. It's acidic to the metal. There's a reaction that happens that fats, when they touch metal, and that reaction is oxidation. And so you accelerate your bipolar, your OCD, your depression, your depersonalization, your anxiety, your nervousness, your anxiousness, your Parkinson's, your dementia, your Alzheimer's, whatever. Memory loss, I don't know. What other? Courtney says, what about people on keto who claim brain fog goes away? It's an easy claim because they went from a really bad diet and they cleaned it up. And keto isn't keto anymore. Keto is just now a healthier diet that has now fruit in it. Keto has fruit in it now, just so you know. People died on the keto diet. Their brain fog worsened on the real keto diet. It's just recently, in the last 2 years, the keto diet allowed fruit because people were getting sick. And keto diet does green juices now with celery. So the keto diets are doing green juice and celery juice. So you take away the celery juice from somebody's keto diet and watch their brain fog go down. And a keto diet now has avocados in it. The keto diet didn't allow avocados. Avocados have sugar in them. Nuts and seeds have sugar in them. So the keto diet start letting in a little bit of sugar. Berries and apples and fruit and strawberries. The keto diet let in all this fruit. So guess what the keto diet is? It's not the keto diet anymore. The keto diet is just a healthier animal protein diet or a healthier plant-based diet. That's all the keto diet is. And the minute you go and you start doing your green juices in your keto diet and your plant-based diet, you start lifting up your brain fog. And guess what? Everybody's doing celery juice in their closet drinking celery juice, and that's lifting up their brain fog. That answers the keto question. Let's make the smoothie. But really sick people go downhill with even the cleanest keto program. The cleanest keto program with nuts and seeds and avocado in them and olive oil in them on their salads and coconut oil on their salads and peanut butter and everything. Go down for the count. If you're really sick, the keto diet will send you down, down, down. And guess what? It does every day. Do you know how many girls are like sick with neurological problems that are so bad that try keto and go down for the count and no one talks about it? Do you know how many guys are sick really bad and they go for the keto diet and they go down for the count and nobody talks about it? But then you get a not so sick person who's not really sick, who says they got a little bit of brain fog because they're not so sick. It might be a little bit of brain fog, but they're still working out in the gym and they're not sick yet. And they go and clean up their diet and they're feeling a little better. But you take somebody who's really sick, forget it. Infinite Wellness says keto made me worse. Anybody who's really sick, keto will take you down to the ground, burn you to the ground. There's a difference between sick and not so sick. Understand that. There's a difference between being sick and not so sick. Big difference right there. If you're not so sick, you can play around. I'll do a little keto. I'll have some vegan pizza. I'll do some peanut butter in my oatmeal. I'm going to do some exercising because I'm not so sick. I can exercise. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can exercise. I can do a workout, the whole thing, right? All of it. And then because you're just a little bit of not so sick. But if you're really sick, you go do keto and then go do a coffee enema, then go do some apple cider vinegar, and you go down. Boom, 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 and you're down on the ground. You're done. Seen it thousands of times. Bottom line, on TikTok, keto was the worst thing I ever did. Heck yeah, when you're sick, it will take you down and burn you to the ground, man. That's what it will do. But the body's resilient. So if you're not so sick, you can do the keto and actually do your exercise programs if you're not sick. But man, you're really sick, you do the keto, boom, you go down. All right. Let's get some wild blueberry powder in here. I got the wild blueberries in here. Details matter. Details matter. I'll tell you right now, the details matter. They matter. They matter. Wild blueberry powder. Got that. That's the Vimergy Wild Blueberry Powder. I'm not sponsored. Incredible stuff, right? Hey, Celery Force? Yeah, how'd you know? How'd you know? We're talking about the brain anyway. Yeah. Yep. Someone said the Celery Force? Yeah, how'd you know? I took 6 capsules of Celery Force before I went live because I already did the YouTube, Facebook Live. And I took right between. I took 6 capsules of Celery Force. There's no celery in here. Instead, it's inositol with a bunch of cool stuff. You know, like really, really good stuff. The mix is just right. And I took 6 capsules of Celery Force. And that's what it does for me. It makes it so I can literally come out with memory loss, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, just go boop, 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 boop. And that's what it does for me. It's crazy, but it's true. I mean, I'm not that on, when I have Celery Force, I'm just like the normal whatever AW. But I'm telling you, when I take this, something happens. It's crazy. But yeah. Barley grass juice powder. Okay? We got the wild blueberry powder. Wild blueberry powder. Barley grass juice powder. Not barley grass. Barley grass juice powder. Wild blueberry powder. That's the Vimergy. He's in Victor, IMERGY.com. I'm not sponsored. Incredible stuff. Do not put in your heavy metal detox smoothie. Do not put peanut butter. Do not put almond butter. Do not put coconut butter, please. Do not put nuts and seeds. I got some almonds, some walnuts here. Do not put almond milk. Do not put oat milk. Do not put milk. Do not put milk. Don't put milk. Don't milk the cow in here. Don't milk. No milk in here. Important. All of it's important. No kefir. Emma Ham says, can you do the 3-day cleanse if you have hypothyroidism? I got lots of friends and family that have hypothyroidism and they're cleaning it up, getting rid of it, and they're doing it. Because hypothyroidism is caused by Epstein-Barr. This is antiviral. You're looking at antiviral components in here. The wild blueberry, antiviral. You're looking at barley grass juice powder. You're looking at antiviral. I'm going to put some this in here. How about coconut water? Yes, you can add coconut water to the heavy metal detox smoothie. I let you add something in there. You can have coconut water. You can put some coconut water in there. Do not do pink or red coconut water. Scam of the century. One of the scams of the century. You know, I hate to tell you, okay? But what happened is coconut water, when it turns red and pink, is rancid. It's going bad. But the industry, they lose their shirt when they get batches of coconut water from Thailand, right? Indonesia or Thailand, right? They'll get batches of coconut water and it starts to go bad. But they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on that coconut water. So as the coconut water is turning pink and red, they had to come up with a campaign, which is the red coconut water is the better stuff. The pink coconut water is the better stuff. They were trying not to lose their shirts. You're being ripped off and you're drinking rancid coconut water when it's red or pink. Vibrant Mindful Life. I healed my thyroid with this protocol. I'm honored you're here. Proud of you. You guys know I'm working with Lyman's. I'm not sponsored by Vimergy. I'm not sponsored by Atlantic Dulce, whatever, but I am working with Lyman's. I'm not sponsored by Lyman's, but I'm working with them. So I'm committed. I committed myself to Lyman's as far as trying to get this product out there in the world because it's incredible. It's because they take the wild blueberry out of the field, which is a miracle in itself because it's hard to harvest wild blueberries. It's no joke. It's rocky terrain. Harvesting wild blueberries is a nightmare. It's rocky terrain. It's just, and the black flies eat you alive. People have no idea what it takes to harvest wild blueberries. As you're harvesting them, the black flies are attacking you. And it's rocky terrain, right? So they harvest them, which is a miracle all in its own. And then they press it into this, right? It's just an incredible process. So 100% I stand behind these guys. It's at shop.wymans.com. I put in a couple ounces in my wild blueberry smoothie there. Got that. Get some cilantro in here, right? Cup of cilantro. If you're sensitive to cilantro in the sense where, not sensitive, but if you don't like the taste, that's because you got a lot of metals. That's because you got a lot of metals inside of you, right? What's the website to order the product? Well, that's Vimergy.com. V as in Victor, I, M as in Mary, ERGY.com, right? Incredible company, incredible. I've talked about it before. They said no to that small percentage that gets added to everybody's supplements in the world. All the supplement companies have a small percentage of ingredients you don't know about. They won't list on the ingredient list. Manufacturers make it happen. And Vimergy said, no, I don't want that small percentage in our products that we don't list on there. We refuse to do that. They're the ones that put their foot down. No, all the other companies don't. There's something always hidden. There's a mystery package. There's a mystery prize in all those supplement companies' supplements that you guys don't know about, which you shouldn't be having. It's a mystery ingredient that they don't list on the ingredient list. And Vimergy said, no, we're not doing it. If there's any reason like to support Vimergy products, that alone takes it to the top, right? And then, Lyman's doesn't do it either because they're making a juice, right? This incredible juice, by the way. Amazing. Anyway, that's shop.wymans.com, shop.wymans.com. All right, cilantro. Cilantro's got phytochemical compounds to attach to trace mineral salts, which then go to the brain, attach to neurotransmitters, which help to dislodge toxic heavy metals. That's medical medium information. Let's get bananas in here. All medical medium information to heal people is original and unique and wasn't taken anywhere else. Anybody using medical medium information in any other way or capacity out there took it from medical medium. So that's all it is. And that's a fact. MM information is all unique. Every last bit of it published in the books in all these years that I've been teaching is unique and original. Imitators and copycats every day steal and take and they rape and they pillage and they rape and they pillage people by not letting them know where they got the information from so that people can heal and get their lives back on track. Medical medium information is original and unique. Fact. Putting some Atlantic Dulce in here, just so you know, if you don't have Atlantic Dulce, that's okay. If you don't have Atlantic Dulce, that's okay. Do it with the other four ingredients in the smoothie. Okay? And cleanse to heal as a heavy metal detox cleanse. Okay, Janet says, but someone told me that cilantro can dump the metals in the organs. Oh, really? Where's the science that shows that? Is there a scope someone stuck up somebody's behind that followed that cilantro around and saw it all of a sudden dump metal in somebody's organ? No, it doesn't dump metals in organs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cilantro is a great remover of toxic heavy metals. And when it's encompassed in a smoothie with the other 4 ingredients, it's a home run like nobody's business. Cleanse and heal right here. Do you have it? Or is it this thing where maybe someday I'll get the book? He showed the book a ton of times, 100 times. I'll get it someday. So you'll learn the information someday? You'll educate yourself someday? You'll try to find a way to heal someday? You'll get the book someday? What? Get the book. It's on sale. Amazon.com. Got the bananas in there. Let's throw an orange in there. See that? Guys, we're live. This isn't pre-recorded. And there's no teleprompter. Hi, I'm Dr. Anderson. I'm reading off my teleprompter today. Here's the 5 top foods. Walnuts, very good for your brain. Here's the top 5 foods. Chicken, it's a very healthy food for the brain. Make sure you don't have the skin on the chicken. Science and research discovered a new antioxidant in green tea. I'm reading off the teleprompter. Buy all my products. I'm on YouTube. Putting in some orange juice here. Hello, I'm Dr. Science discovered neuroscience. Neuroscientists have discovered a new pathway to the brain. Telomeres. If you fix your telomeres, you might be able to extend your life. Meanwhile, people are on Mattress Island sick with eczema and psoriasis, fatigue, pain in their bodies, pain in their feet. They can't walk. They're laying in bed. And you're going to tell me that you're just going to sit there and talk about scientific studies about telomeres, and then you're going to try to sell them a lectin product. And by the way, let's sell them something else too. Let's sell them a collagen product. I have a new collagen product. Science and research has discovered that this collagen product works really good. Laugh out loud after left. So accurate on TikTok. You guys, let's be real. I mean, can we be real? Or is everything just fake? Is everything just fake BS? Because every time I see out there, and every time I see someone like YouTube, like Dr. Guy or Podcast Doctor, can we be any faker? I mean, can we be any more bullshit with all your advertising and all your commercials and all the crap you're selling and all the and everything else? Can we be any faker? Or can we be real for 5 seconds? Is that too much to ask to be real? Does everything have to be pre-recorded 24/7? Or can we actually be like real with each other? And who cares if we make a mistake or we say the wrong thing? That's the problem. They can't do things that are live. Those podcast doctors can't because they'll say all the wrong stuff every 5 seconds. So everything has to be edited 1 line at a time. Boots McGee. Hey, Boots McGee, what are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Your comment came up. Isn't it funny when you see it in the context, how freaking ridiculous it really is that we used to believe this stuff. It's so true, right? It really is. Look. Can you add zinc in your smoothie if you want a bad tasting smoothie? I usually take my zinc. Well, I'll take my zinc away from my smoothie and stuff because the zinc is, meaning supplements don't taste great, right? They're just not like, no one takes their supplements like, so good, unless it's like this. Unless it's this wild blueberry powder or the barley grass juice powder or the spirulina. I don't even know if I put spirulina in here, did I, you guys? But don't add the wrong zinc to your smoothie and the wrong vitamin C to your smoothie. That will really make it taste terrible, right? But yeah, you can add the Vimergy zinc to your smoothie. Absolutely. Here's some spirulina. I told you guys about, I don't support Pacific spirulina anymore. Okay? They can't make a monkey out of me anymore, Pacific companies. All right? Meaning like I was recommending it years ago, recommending it because there wasn't really any other options. And then the Pacific Ocean took a turn and the garbage patch moved 200 more miles. Right now, the garbage patch is basically encroaching the Pacific West Coast right now. And I will not do a spirulina from Pacific. No way. You couldn't hold me down on the ground. You couldn't hold me down on the ground and put that stuff in my mouth. I would freaking jump up. Not to mention I found something bad in one of the company's bottles and I contacted them and ignored me. Anyway, it's the best spirulina out there. You couldn't hold me down. You couldn't, no way. Wild Lizzie Flower says, all the answers are in the book. Get it? No, people. What's the heavy metal detox smoothie? What is it? I don't want to get the book. What spirulina? I don't want to get the book. What fats? He's telling me to eat a lot of fats? I don't want to get the book. What causes brain fog? I don't want to get the book. What? I don't need the book. I can just Google everything. What? Huh? I can only answer the same question so many times before my brain cells start to do a dance, and it's not a happy dance. It's like, could you answer the same questions 10 billion times? Okay, I'll answer them 10 billion times. 10 billion and one times. How about if I do that? Hey guys, I just got here. What is this all about? Hey guys, I just got here. What is he doing? What's a medical medium? Watch this on IGTV, and you could watch the one I did on YouTube earlier. I don't know where I was talking about aliens today. I thought it was on YouTube, but then it could have been on here. Did I talk about aliens on here? Or did I talk about aliens on YouTube? I think I talked about it on YouTube for a second. You guys know I'm live like a couple times a week, 3 times a week and everything, and I do this. You guys know this because I care, right? And I want you guys better. Because it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. I just want you guys to recover, and I want you guys to get your life back on track, and I want you guys to have a fighting chance, and I want you guys to be safe, and I want you guys not to fall for the traps, and I want you guys, it's like you go to sleep at night and you say, how many more people are going to fall for the traps? I got this on low. so I can talk. I don't have it on high. My heavy metal detox smoothie gets jelly if I make it too far advanced. That's right. It's gonna congeal. That's what wild blueberries do. They congeal. Why do you think you can make a hell of a wild blueberry pie, man? Because those things congeal. I'll say it one more time. They congeal. But they help you heal. Yep. I hope I didn't fool around too much today, you guys. Because I kind of promised I'd take the heavy metal detox cleanse serious and not fool around too much. I'm not going to take out Dr. Nesbitt. Dr. Nesbitt went on vacation. He's been doing too many surgeries. Still okay to drink though. Yes, of course. When it congeals, it's still perfectly fine. Perfect. Take a spoon. Take a spoon. Eat it with a spoon. Right? I got some popsicles, by the way. I think I can use my abilities. For kids, it's a little popsicle maker. So for kids, you can do the popsicles, right? See if I can get the popsicle out. So I got some popsicles, which is great. Popsicles, right? Popsicle maker. You check out my directory. I think I might have one on my directory at medicalmedium.com. So I just made a heavy metal detox smoothie, and I am excited to drink that one. Anthony, do you ever give yourself a little sleep in? Love for me, brother. So very grateful. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you caring, you know? Now, I got a book deadline right now. I'm 2 months behind. The publisher is definitely wondering where my book is. And once I hand that book in, and that book gets lined up to go to print, you guys are just going to love this book. I can't even wait to break it to you. I just can't break it to you right now because of the competition. In the sense, medical medium books are the #1 health books in the world globally, 6.5 years running now. So it's the #1 health books in the world. And that's why it's so sad that I take so many attacks and so much naysayers and stuff. And there's so many paid organizations trying to discredit me, and write bad stories and everything in the world, because when you're the #1 health author in the world, you're a threat, right? So you become a threat. And so what happens, including to the alternative industry, the alternative industry just hates medical medium because they're all trying to sell their collagen and their apple cider vinegar. And here I am putting out books, and they're the #1 books in the world. And #1 books running in health books in the world right now for 6.5 years, like I said. So what happens is you become an annoyance, right? And then so if I break it now about what the book is, there'll be all these imitators trying to come out with a medical medium copy or imitator of that book. And I have to be careful, because then that's just going to get somebody in trouble, because someone's going to buy that and then they're going to think they just buying medical medium. They're not, and they're going to get themselves sick. And I could charge thousands for programs. I can make hundreds of programs. I don't have to write the next book that I'm writing right now. I can divide it into programs and sell it as programs for $3,000 a piece or something. And I won't do that. Instead, I make a book that will be $16.99. What the heck? Amazon.com US, medical textbook right here. $16.99, 51% off. You should have this book. If you don't have it, it's so sad. It's like, what? We talked about the brain. We talked about metals. We talked about relationship breakups because of metals. We talked about emotional situations. Change your hologram. Focus your energy on the love you receive. Aw, I'm honored. But I have to fight for the chronically ill, you know? If I didn't fight for the chronically ill like I do, the health industry would be a lot even more different. There'd be millions of people that could not even find an answer or find a way to heal or anything, and it would just be disastrous. There's so many lives that have been saved from medical medium information, and so many people in the medical medium community have been saved from all the cults out there. The science and research cult and all their cult bots, the alternative medicine cults that all parrot the same thing. And if you ignore evil, it doesn't work out. It doesn't work, because if you ignore evil, then evil takes over and nobody heals, you know? But, so, and that's the other thing too. But it's like, the alternative medicine cults are so bad right now. You need to know, like, that medical medium information is the only information that's separate from all that, right? It's like freedom information, right? But all the cults do the same thing. They're all one, alternative medicine is one big cult parroting itself. It's crazy. And you got, it's like, and the traps are set in there, you know? So, yeah. The thing is, they want you not to fight for, you know, health freedom and stuff. They want you just to be like sheeple and that's it, you know? The traps are insane. Like the alkaline ionizer water machines are a horrible trap. You get metal poisoning from those, and apple cider vinegar is a trap, and bentonite clay is a trap, whey protein powder is a trap, fish oil is a trap, collagen's a trap. You know, there's just the zeolites are a trap. It's just, everything's a trap out there for people. The coffee enemas are a trap, whatever. It's just, there's just trap left and right. And it's crazy how it's designed. Kombucha tea's a trap. Did you know kombucha tea will just turn your blood into acid, right? Kombucha tea's a trap. And it's filled with caffeine. Kombucha tea has caffeine in it, so they keep you addicted to it because there's caffeine in it. There's alcohol in it. Do you know there's alcohol in kombucha tea? There's alcohol and caffeine. Alcohol, caffeine, and MSG. Did you guys know that? Did you know that kombucha tea is filled with MSG, alcohol, and caffeine? Did you know that? And it's filled with acid. Did you know what that does to your brain? So kombucha tea is like damaging to the brain. It's like there's so many traps. How do you heal when you're sick? How do you heal? How can you heal when the traps are left right? And then what about bone broth? That's a trap. All the adrenaline in the bone broth? Oh my God. See, when the animal is killed, so when you kill the cow, let me just tell you this is how many traps are out there. When you kill the cow, right, what happens is when you're slaughtering the cow's adrenals, right? A cow has huge adrenals, you guys. When you kill a cow, the adrenals explode. And all that adrenaline goes into the bones. So when you're doing your bone broth, you're getting epinephrine. That's so dangerous when you're doing bone broth, right? But that's what I mean. There's so many traps. It's like, how do you heal when there's a trap around every corner? When you're really sick, I'll tell you what happens. If you don't get wise to it and you don't have anybody fighting for you and fighting for what the traps are so you can learn, you go down. You go down to the ground and you're gone. I've seen it for years. One more trap and it's one more death, like by 1,000 cut, death by 1,000 cut. Same with chicken. Chicken's got tiny adrenals, so it's not as bad, but you don't want to eat chicken bones. Don't want to eat chicken bones. And they're high in fat too. I was just going to have some chicken bones right here. I'm going to eat this chicken. There's good chicken right here. But the point is that if you don't get wise to the traps and you don't have somebody fighting for you with the traps, this is just a real talk right here, right, with us, medical medium community right here, if you guys haven't been kicked off already. If I don't fight to expose the traps and you get sick one day or someone's really sick and they don't know about the traps, you'll lose them. I've seen it for 35 years. And the problem is the traps out there are funded by lots of money and shareholders, so no one corrects the problem. Is that too deep? Is that too deep, you guys? I know that's kind of that's hard for some people. I know the medical medium community understands that, and it's not too deep for you guys. But there's people that are brand new that's just too way out there. If you're new here, there's street cred here. The street cred, millions of people healing around the world, people getting their lives back. You'll see a little, if you're new here, there's a gold emblem on the Medical Medium books. Put there by the publisher. Okay? You don't see that gold emblem on all the health books. On Amazon and everywhere else. You don't see it. I'm just showing you right here. You don't see that gold emblem. That's on the Medical Medium books. What does it say? Millions of copies sold in the Medical Medium series. And then people put out books. In the health movement, it's like 5,000 books only sold. Nobody knows. Millions. And the reason why is because people healed and they told a friend. Because there was no PR and marketing. I didn't hire a PR firm. I didn't hire marketing. This was from people healing, and then it's spreading. It's Netherlands, Germany, Australia, because people healed and got their life back. The street cred is here. And science and research is using medical medium information, and doctors use medical medium information. Lena says, just received the book. Awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys, apples. Make sure you do your apples too. The pectin in the apples help to bind on to whatever's spewing out of your gallbladder. So one last little note. Your liver, your gallbladder. As you're drinking the heavy metal detox smoothie, you're cleaning up your liver. The liver is then sending bile up the duct into the gallbladder, into the intestinal tract. The apples help to carry it out. You can't do apples, okay. The wild blueberry will help to carry it out too, but the apples help even more. That's how it goes. All right. You guys know I love you. No radical fats till noon. I told you earlier. Remember that? It's a little recap. You can juice the apples if you really want, but eating them is really good. Palm says, thanks for sharing your knowledge. Could you please explain the issue with ACV, apple cider vinegar? Go to Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcast. That's the uncensored version. Medical Medium Podcast at Apple Podcast. There's an ACV episode, a B12 episode, caffeine episode, neurological symptom episode, and a lot of other episodes. Chemtrail episode too. If you got the skin to listen to the chemtrail episode, if you got the skin, if you don't have the skin, don't listen to it. And the same thing with the blood draw episode. If you don't have the skin, don't listen to it. In fact, I'm telling you, don't listen to it if you don't have the skin. You need a little skin on your bones to listen to that one. Anyway, you guys. All right. Okay. Love you guys. Congratulations on day 3 of the Heavy Metal Detox Cleanse Challenge. Okay? And know that I really do care, really do love you. Netherlands, thank you. Marianne, Seaman from the Netherlands. Awesome. Where are you guys? How many people are from all over the world right now? I know the Netherlands is here. Australia I saw earlier. Right? Canada I saw. Saw Germany earlier too. It's incredible. What about barley powder? It has to be barley grass juice powder, not barley powder or barley grass powder. Barley grass juice. It's juice powder. Watch it from the beginning. Canada, good to see you. Incredible. Chicago, UK, London, amazing. Nova Scotia, oh cool. I love Nova Scotia. Germany, California, Canada, amazing. Australia, Belgium, oh my God, this is so cool. Brazil, this is so cool. Minnesota, cool. Oregon, amazing. Chris, you're in South SoCal? You're on the West Coast over there? Denmark, oh nice. Brazil, Miami, cool. San Francisco, Orlando, nice. Italy. My name's Anthony, Italy. Toronto, South Carolina. SoCal again. Southern California, cool. Texas. Aspen, Ireland, Michigan. Oh my God, this is insane. Melbourne, oh no, Melbourne, cool. Texas, love Texas. Sweden, No way. Portland, Oregon, Arizona. No way. Chattanooga. Too cool. Too cool. Missouri, New York. Yeah. Nice. Tampa, Greece. No way. Naples, Italy. How cool is that? Brisbane. Brisbane, Australia. I love Brisbane. Awesome place. France. Too cool. Miami, Sydney, Australia. How incredible, you guys. Sacramento. Whoa. Wisconsin. Too cool. Toronto. Too cool. Turkey. Whoa. Awesome. Too awesome. They grow some killer stuff in Turkey, man. They grow some incredible stuff in Turkey. They grow mulberries in Turkey. They grow so many things in Turkey. Figs. Crazy how many figs they grow in Turkey. Honduras. Oh, Wyoming. Love it. Ireland. This is so cool, you guys. Melbourne. Love it. This is so awesome. Fort Bragg. Alabama. Whoa. Coffs Harbour, Australia. No way. Yeah, touching the entire world. It's crazy. Bolivia. Whoa. Croatia. Amazing. Santa Barbara, California. That's really cool. Whoa. Laguna. Whoa. Morocco, Mexico, South Africa. Wow. Gold Coast. Mexico, Colombia. New Jersey. Finland. So cool. You guys, this is so cool. Brazil. Oh my God. This is just amazing, guys. You guys, I'm honored. Bolivia. You guys, I just want to tell you, I'm really honored. For real. I really am. Really am. Guatemala. Whoa. Bolivia, Guatemala. Venezuela. Whoa. So cool. Mr. Worldwide. India. Whoa. Singapore. Whoa. Baghdad. Whoa. Amazing. Liverpool, UK. Cool. Chile. My God. Sweden. It's like, that's like insane. My God. And Instagram let all you guys on. It didn't kick everybody off tonight. They're just kicking off just 80% of everybody. Amazing. Sydney. God, that's crazy. You guys, I'm blown away. Wales, UK. Nice. Wales. That's a cool spot. Man, you guys, listen, I'm honored you're here. Truly, okay? And I just want to thank you for your time. Okay? Chesterfield, UK. Mexico again. Guys, I just want to thank you seriously for your energy and your time being here. You know what I always say? The fact that we're in this lifetime together, like we're alive together right now in this lifetime, like is so special to me. That right now in this time in history, with all the billions of years that have passed, the millions of years that have gone by, that we're alive right now together in this time in history, right? What's the chances of that? All those millions of years and all those billions and trillions of people, souls that have come and gone throughout the centuries and throughout the, think about it, right? And then for some reason right now in this time in history, we're alive at the same time in this time in history. When I think about that, my mind gets blown. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.